Hey guys, and welcome back. And before I start, I have no idea how I missed this news. I am very, very late on this news. Um, so I just want to start off by explaining that I have played most of the Resident Evil games. I've actually played them all, but I haven't actually completed a single one. I get so terrified by playing the games, and I think it was started by the first one when the dogs jumped through the window, and I get so far and then I'm like, nope. And I have to watch people play the Resident Evil series because I am an absolute chicken. But I have seen all the films and I know that they don't follow the actual game storyline, and I have seen the animated series and the animated films. So I don't know how this slipped past me, but there is a Netflix series coming out called Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. Now, I found out quite a lot of information about this, and I didn't realize that there was a trailer that has already been released. So I'm going to read the information that I've already read to you guys, because it is quite new-ish information, and then I'm going to react to the trailer. So here we go. Resident Evil Infinite Darkness is a canon entry in the series and will take place after the events of Resident Evil Vendetta. The show will tie in with Resident Evil Village, which would be Resident Evil 8, and will show familiar faces throughout the CGI series, and it'll also explain about Chris. Tricell Headquarters, which is the company from the Resident Evil Degeneration and Resident Evil 5, was attacked by a rival company, forcing an immediate close down. Code Veronica's Arctic base survived and now has become a heavily mutated area. Resident Evil 4 and 5 incidents were never cleaned up after their endings. Areas in both games are now just quarantined. Existence of several groups are fighting over Umbrella's leftovers, such as their name, logo, and some of their history. Shenya, who were involved in Heavenly Island, is among them. Just like Umbrella Corp, a canon game after Resident Evil 6 has confirmed, there is a higher-up behind the scenes who seems and sounds a lot like Albert Wesker. Those who know about him are associated. So the thing that I'm most excited about reading that information is that it's canon and it's going to tie in with the newest Resident Evil Village / Resident Evil 8, and I can't wait because it's going to reference some previous games. And I know that Resident Evil storyline is a little bit all over the place and it's kind of hard to understand if you haven't played all the games. And I don't know, I'm just kind of excited because I know what happens in every single game, I know what happens in the films, and I know what happens in the animated series. So I'm hoping that this is going to be good, especially if it's canon, and especially if it doesn't actually tie in to the live action films. So anyway, let's just get straight onto this trailer. Claire. It's gotta be Claire. She looks good though. The CGI is so nice. Oh no. Run. Okay, I kind of like the way Leon looks. I can't believe that that is the full trailer. What? I honestly thought it was like a 2-minute trailer. I don't know why I thought that it was going to be like 2 minutes. That was literally like 20 seconds of a trailer. But from what I can see from the trailer is the CGI is very, very nice. They've kept the character designs like they were straight out of the video game. I love that. That is great. 100%. Thank you very much, Capcom and Netflix. Then the only other things that I really want to mention is that I am so glad that this is going to be canon, and I'm really, really happy that it's going to follow alongside Resident Evil Village, so the newest Resident Evil that's not out yet. It kind of makes me want to try and sit down and play from start to finish through the older Resident Evil games, but I know that I'm such a chicken that I probably will not be able to do that. I get roughly about halfway through each game and I'm like, I'm done, I've got to watch somebody else play it, or I've got to have somebody else play it for me because I'm just too much of a chicken. But I absolutely love watching horror films, and I could watch them until the cows come home. I honestly love horror films and thriller films and these sorts of movies, so I could happily sit down and watch this whole Resident Evil series, and I know the lore, I know the characters. I'm just a bit disappointed that where's Carlos? Like, where is Carlos? We haven't seen him in forever, and I think that people have just forgotten about him. Anyway, I'm hoping this ties up all the Resident Evil games, because I know that the storyline is a little bit all over the place, and I'm hoping this makes the whole series make complete and utter sense, including the films, because the films just don't feel like they're canon at all, even though it has Albert in there and it has like some of the main characters. It doesn't feel like it's part of the series. I like to separate them because it just doesn't feel quite right, whereas this trailer makes it feel right. And I don't know if this is just initial impressions or me just hoping that it's going to make it feel right, but from what I've seen, it looks very good, so I'm very interested in this. And I just want to ask you guys, if you know of any way that I can actually play the games, because I own all the copies from PS1 upwards, if I can play them, if you know any tricks or tips, I can't get my words out, I'm just so hyped for this. If you know any way that I can actually play it without being terrified, let me know. Anyway, that's it from me today. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye guys!